Hey guys, I'm not supposed to be here, but here I am, and welcome to this to Hex What If in Gaming. We are doing a similar story to the Choose Your Own Adventure thing, but with me in charge of it this time instead of Hex himself. Say hello, Hex.
Hello, let's do some Cyoag.
Cyoag. That's what it's called?
Choose your own adventure game. Cyoag.
You are so intelligent.
Oh, thanks.
Um, would you care to introduce your own character this time?
Okay, let me see. Alright.
We are recording, correct?
My name is Mika. No, wait, that's a different one. Ooh, I need to find the right thing. Okay, here it is. I'm Ano Zola. I actually don't know my last name because he still hasn't told me what I belong to.
Aizawa.
Oh, wait, that's his last name?
Yeah. It's Mr. Aizawa.
Oh. Yeah, I already forgot how to say my name.
God damn it, man.
We're just gonna call me Chrono. I know it's like nothing like it was before, but Chrono works. Chrono with a C, shall I remind you? Like Chrono.
See, did you make the mistake I did?
What?
Do you like to spell it out?
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to do the start that we usually do for these because that's boring. This time we're just going to start right off in the world. Um, he Chrono is born just after, or right before a villain attack in oh, what's the name of the town again?
Koso?
No, it's Tokyo.
Tokyo? Tokyo? Oh, the place that the UA is located?
Yeah.
Masafu or something? Masafu?
Masafu, I guess. There was a villain attack in Masafu, and about a week after Chrono was born, his mother and his father, Aizawa, run out to go support as they do. And right when leaving the hospital, a villain tries to attack Aizawa because obviously he looks like a hero and like villain target opportunity, correct? Seeing this, his mother dives in front, protecting Aizawa, but dies in the process.
And that's the end of my story since I wasn't born. Okay.
No, I said a week after you were born.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, your mother wasn't supposed to leave the hospital room yet.
Oh.
By the way, I can't see the flipper.
What?
I can't see the flipper. Okay. Oh, hi, doggo. So, Aizawa, after this, basically puts him to the state that he is in the anime, uncaring to almost everything in the world. The one thing he does seemingly care about, though, is Chrono. You can come in here at any time, bud.
Oh, I know. I'm letting you narrate.
Right. Chrono being the only thing left of his mother, the woman that Aizawa only like truly loved in the end, because this time he actually decided to get married, even though it only lasted like a year. He decided to raise Chrono very strictly. Like, always knew that he was going to be the best considering what his mother was, and to put it bluntly, she was a god tier support hero. Her quirk let her basically power up everyone near her. He didn't know exactly how it worked, and neither did she, but just by touching someone, she was able to like strengthen them, give them more resolve, basically like cure minor wounds. Things like this that haven't been seen before in hero society. But that was his mother. So Aizawa knew whether it was following with his quirk or hers, it was going to be something beautiful. So he trained Chrono starting from age 3 onwards. And that's where we begin. You begin crying. Sorry, something caught my throat. Um, Aizawa had just while you were doing basic stance for like hand-to-hand combat, Aizawa threw a book at you and it hit you in the side of the head. So you're yeah, you're on your knees crying. And Aizawa just says, "Why didn't you dodge?"
I couldn't. I was too focused. No, I couldn't. I was too focused on standing. Wait, how old am I? 3? Yeah, no, the voice is fine.
It's always that voice. It's
Well,
always that voice.
oh, just dude, that's what children sound like, in my opinion.
So mean. I'm sorry, Bella. Fair enough. He sighs and is like, "How are you supposed to be better than me if you can't even move better than I do when I was your age?" Just a bunch of hypocrisy that he's saying because he doesn't know how to be a parent.
I'm not trying to be better than you. I'm trying to be me.
That's not good enough. No. He says, "Well, that's what you are, better than me. You yourself are better than I am. So act like it."
My character just keeps crying.
And here comes another book. Stop crying. Roll. Flip.
Heads.
Call it. Heads.
Oof.
Oh, the book hits you straight in the forehead.
I fucking fall over and get knocked out.
Aizawa sighs and leaves you to your practicing, knowing that you can't actually focus with him there for now.
Leave me
And you
while I'm
just hear him
knocked
saying
out.
as he leaves, "How am I supposed to do this without you?" And he just says that and he walks out, leaving you to be on your own. And as you start cheering up a bit,
I wonder why I'm so cheery. I just got hit in the head with books twice. Yeah.
it's because this time he didn't throw a school book at you and just threw like a paperback thing.
Oh, yay, progress.
Progress.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep training. Who needs friends? No, I'm gonna train.
Aizawa, to put this bluntly, he doesn't have any friends because, to quote Aizawa, "Who needs them?"
My character still is gonna have like a super charisma. No, actually, I'm gonna have him be exactly like
No,
Aizawa.
you don't worry. At the age of 5, something will happen. That this will like, oh, so I'm not a functioning human being. Crap. So Aizawa, continuing his hero work, more motivated in it than he was before because of the loss of his wife, whose name I haven't decided yet. Decide that in the comments if you guys want. I'm getting better at this.
Yes, you are.
um, Aizawa dedicates to himself to the point where if Deku was in this universe, he would have been able to recognize Aizawa at a glance. He's famous in his area, in the area that Deku was, or in the town area where UA is, for just his just randomly wandering around, and stopping just incidents constantly.
My character's honestly just trying to train enough so he doesn't get any more books thrown at his head.
Basically, Aizawa's teaching you to be like, "I don't care what you do, so long as you're able to stop me from hurting you."
So, if I can stop you from murdering me, I win. You know how hard that is, Mother.
Yes. Good luck.
Basically.
And throws another book.
I'm gonna flip to grab it and throw it back. Fails never fails. What?
I failed you. Alright, Roll to not get hit this time.
Tails.
What'd you call it? You didn't call it.
Tails.
Oh no.
Tails.
So hard.
Tails.
Dude, stop. Every time you tell me you're gonna send another book.
Heads is the
4
best.
books.
Heads is the best. Ah!
It took him semi-auto firing books at you through a book cannon for you to dodge one. And he just says quietly, progress. um. Anyway, time gruelingly goes forward, and eventually, Aizawa gets a letter, basically, from UA itself, asking, basically, like, it's an employment position because of his outstanding service of late. So being Aizawa, he doesn't respond at all. It takes Nezu to actually come visit your house, and that's the first time you meet a pro hero other than your dad.
I'm just watching him the whole time, just waiting for him to throw a book at me.
The conversation that goes on, Aizawa's just like being like, fine, whatever. And Nezu finally notices you. He's like, what's wrong with your kid? And Aizawa throws a book at you.
I'm gonna try and dodge it, but as I say, as that happens, I say, Chrono will remember that.
Call it.
Heads. Ah!
You dodge the book almost instinctively at this point.
Dude, that failed.
Wait, what?
I called heads and got tails.
Oh, I heard tails. Oh, it beams you to the side of the head, but you grab the book like right as it hits you, so like it stops it from falling to the ground and throw it. Then you throw it back. Roll.
If I don't say tails, I'm gonna get heads, and if I don't say heads, I'm gonna get tails. So tails. See, I'm telling you.
It's all right. It's all right. Aizawa dodges it, but he's impressed with the fact that you actually had the balls to throw it back at him. It's like, that's my son. Like, and why did you throw a book at him? Training. That's not training. It is
torture.
And you start crying again.
Throws a book at me, I grab it, throw it back. Torture, I say.
Yeah. So Nezu comes like in front of you and like tries to make himself look tall because he's a mouse. Chimera thing.
Yeah, dude, my character even at such a young age is like 5.
Yeah, like he makes himself look as tall as he can. Like he probably like grabs the book that Hizawa just like, what, Dad? I will. What the fuck?
Dude,
He knows
I'm
I'm
gonna
doing
pat
shit.
Nezu's head thinking that he's a pet. I don't
Aww.
say that, but I pat his head.
Nezu doesn't do anything. He's like, oh, such a sweet kid. Because he's an animal. He enjoys it.
Yeah. Catch a book. Just, they're everywhere now. The air is books.
Like, Nezu just, like, in order to, like, get up to that point, though, Nezu just, like, piles a bunch of books together and just stabs on them, like, hey, boy, what's your name?
I'm called Chrono.
One sec.
I moved my mic up right next to my mouth. Now you guys can hear me.
Sorry about that. My dad is insisting that the dog come spend time with me even though I'm doing this, and it's annoying.
Pat, doggo on head.
Yeah, I will. Oh, now it's coming downstairs again. Fuck me. There's no way to pause this at all?
No.
Entertain them.
Hey guys, if you want to see more, you can like and subscribe. I don't know. Don't ask why I'm doing this voice anymore. It's like it doesn't even fit my character. I'm just ooh boy. Ooh small boy. Something's wrong with me, guys. Could you help me figure out what it is? Do I have a brain tumor? I think I might. So, you come here often? Yeah. Yeah, no, I kind of have to. It's like my job almost.
Did you
Oh,
just
yeah, it's
say,
really
do you
fun.
come here often?
Oh, you were here. That's,
I
yeah.
can hear. I can hear you. I just have myself muted. I'll be right back.
Anyway, yes, you viewers. What's your favorite drink? I'll give it to you on the house. Sorry, no. We're out of that. What's your next favorite? Oh, we never had that to begin with. What? Oh no, I don't know. What is Zorbal juice? Come on, tell me. All right. Then what is bubble fruit juice? Come on, be honest with me. What's going on here?
I dub the. I dub the insane.
Hey, I'm talking to the viewers. All right, I can just see the future. I know what they're saying. Right? Whatever. Fuck up.
Horrible juice. What the fuck?
What is verbal juice? Come on.
Alright, sorry about that. um, Nezu is standing up with these books and just like gently like bops your forehead like
Ow.
with his little paw, just like I'm. Do you want to come meet a whole bunch of other pro heroes like your dad?
Uh, sure.
Would your
Sure, I
character
guess.
say that?
Yeah. If
Are
if
you
my
sure?
dad's okay with it. Oh no.
Aizawa just like looking like he doesn't care like always, but fair enough. So you say yes.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay. Nezu kind of grabs your wrist with his tail and just like kind of like pulls you outside and like, I'm taking him. Where am I gonna? When can I get him back? When you hand in your resume. As all goes, damn.
Thank you, Ratman. You have saved a life today.
Did you say that to him?
Yes.
Thank you. And then I was like, what does he do to you, child?
Quite a lot. Yeah, no, he really likes books apparently. Didn't know that. Oh no,
Hello?
actually I think he hates them because he's always giving them to me by throwing them.
Most of them are empty, but
He buys a fucking blank book just to throw at me.
your room is just full of books. You keep every single one.
Yeah, there's just like one day I'm gonna have a rebellion where I throw every singular book he's ever thrown at me at him.
Yeah. You're around 4-ish now, I'd say. So as you're walking around, you notice a red dot on the tip of Nezu's tail.
I wonder as I just grab it.
You grab it,
Yes.
and Nezu's like, "What are you doing?" And just flops on the
Uh,
ground. On the
Ratman!
so, what do you do?
Ratman! I'm gonna like go to Ratman's face and like slap his face a bit.
Hmm?
Ratman!
Roll for it. Call it.
Heads.
You hit him like 3 times before he wakes up. It's like, why does my face hurt? They're like,
I'm like, I don't know, Ratman. You fell and hit your face on the floor, Ratman. Why did you fall over? You okay, Ratman?
he looks at you. He's like, did you do something?
I saw a red dot on your tail, so when I grabbed it, you just kind of fell.
Right down on my tail. He wraps his tail around himself protectively, then just like looks at the tip of it like, I don't see a red dot.
I poke it
But
again.
you see the red dot moving along with his tail.
I poke it.
He passes out again.
No, Ratman! I just do the same thing again.
Like 5 minutes pass, and then I'm come here, Bella. My dog's mental. Um, no, not 5 minutes. Half a minute passes, and he wakes up again. And is like, I passed out again, didn't I? And
Yeah, I poked your tail and you fell right over. Is that your weak spot? And I just poke him in the chest.
like, nothing happens when you poke him in the chest. So
Oh,
he's like, huh.
I have super fingers that only affect Ratman's tail.
Huh. Nezu, now keeping his tail away from you, just leads you to, basically, what's like a taxi, because he cannot physically drive. And, you basically go to UA and you're just hanging out in the teacher's lounge. Well, all the other teachers are just like, who's this kid?
I'm standing very politely because if I didn't, my father would beat me.
Oh, who's this kid? And why is he acting like he's in a military academy?
I salute whoever said that. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, you just get really proper, like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just too scared to do otherwise.
It's like, I don't know, sir, but I have to. He looks around for any flying books. He honestly believes that fucking books can fly now, just chronically fly.
There's gonna be a villain with the worthless quirk wants to fight, and they'll be your antagonist.
Yeah, no, I will just be going fucking bad shit like, I knew it! I knew they could!
Alright.
The fucking notebook just turns into a giant book.
If someone with a fucking quirk that causes hallucinations, dreams, or nightmares, it'll just be yours is like just a giant moving book with arms, like, yeah.
No! No, a book with arms that lead to books. No hands, just book.
Okay, let's get over this. So basically, after Nezu explains to them who you are, it takes 3 days for Aizawa to show up. But you don't move. Roll. Or flip. Flip and call.
Yeah, tails? Oh, cool.
Damn it, man. Reflip.
Okay. Tails. Huh. I want to
Reflip
reflip.
and reflip.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Tails.
There you go. Alright, figured it was broken.
Yeah.
You look hungry? No, you look very hungry, but you still don't move.
Nope, I salute.
Which concerns the teachers.
I
Much.
I salute.
You salute Aizawa as he walks in, and what do you ask him?
Nothing. I stayed perfectly quiet.
Aizawa looks at you and says, "You can sleep now."
I just fucking collapsed on the spot.
Yep. Aizawa picks you up like almost protectively. Only when you're unconscious does he do something like this. And basically holds you in his arms like, I was usually like, oh. That makes sense. And they basically go about their days as Aizawa takes you to the office as you were snoring and your stomach's rumbling at the same time to hand in his resume.
I catch myself slacking, then I stand at attention. Salute.
In your sleep?
Yeah, in my sleep. Salute ready.
Sir!
Sir! Starts a fucking alarm clock of sir.
Aizawa karate chops your neck, making you pass out.
I pass out twice in a row because I was already sleeping.
Yeah, like you are now in a semi-coma.
I'm just gonna be sleeping for like 8 days. I fucking die of starvation because I couldn't eat anything while I'm in semi-coma.
No, Aizawa has emergency IVs in this house.
Well, I'm not even gonna ask.
This has happened before.
Oh my god.
As I said, Aizawa does not know how to parent. He knows how to train superheroes, not how to parent.
You know what? True.
So after basically like 5 days of coma-like sleep, you are back to normal, and Aizawa leaves for work one day, and he waits at the door, like looking at you, expecting like, "Aren't you coming?"
Yes, sir. And I fucking salute as I start walking barefoot towards him.
As you just walk out barefoot, he grabs you, like makes you put your shoes on. Like, we really have to get you to stop being like this. Where did you even get this? Like, where did you even get the mentality of this?
The amount of books you threw at my head must have jumbled around my brain cells.
You say this?
Something like that.
Like, he just like jaw drops a little bit, and like, yeah, you're not allowed to watch my like those old war movies I have in the basement either anymore.
Yeah.
Like, new training regiment, aim for the knees.
Aim for the knee.
Yeah, by the time you're 8, you should get out of the sir, yes sir, no sir thing. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
So he takes you to UA, but he doesn't have time to train with you constantly. So you basically are brought into a classroom, an empty classroom, because the day before he kicked all his students out, saying they were not good enough.
I love me being an 8-year-old just standing in the place where fucking like a group of 15, 16-year-olds are supposed to be. I was like, when you know the people are.
Yeah. So Aizawa, for the first time that you've ever seen him actually do this, he rolls up in a sleeping bag and sleeps. Like, you've never seen him sleep before, ever.
Oh damn.
You're like, what is he doing?
No, I'm like, I'm gonna escape. I have my chance, and I just fucking run.
Roll for it.
I'm like, I'm finally free. Heads.
Oh. Oh. You get out the door, but right as the door closed, a bit of stuff is caught in the door.
But I won.
Run! Full on tilt. Aizawa tried to stop you from escaping, but he failed.
Okay. I'm fucking bolting for the principal's office or the cafeteria, somewhere that will give me food.
Heads for cafeteria, tails for principal's office. Cafeteria it is.
Dude, they're just gonna be actual students watching me fucking an 8-year-old bolting through the fucking hallways. Like,
who released the minion? Who released the minion?
Food.
Also, I would like to say that you are quite quick now because Aizawa's training regiments that he put you through.
Oh my god, I'm bolting.
You are full on bolting, and at times, in order to avoid students, you wall run.
8-year-old stronger and faster than most of the fucking 15-year-olds here. Haha, pussies, and I just dashed past.
Not 8-year-old, fucking 4-year-old.
No, I'm not 4 yet. Or I am. I thought I was past 4. You said I'm like 8 now. What?
No, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm slipping. Well,
Yeah.
I'll say at most you're 6 then. That gives it. Oh yeah, no, I said 8 because that's about the time that Aizawa would have gotten.
Yes.
Yeah, right. You're right. I'm sorry. My dad cut off around that time, right?
What?
My dad came down around that time, correct?
When you said 8, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I got confused. So, as you said, this 8-year-old is like out. Like, some people are like trying to stop him, but they can't. Like, when someone like physically tries to stop you, your eyes just like flash like dull gray, and you just slide through their legs. Like, you're so slow compared to my father.
Weak, pathetic. No food. I just dash. I should dash. No, I'm kidding.
Do you look behind you?
No, I can feel him coming. I don't even need to look. I'm running as fast as I
You should
physically
look
can.
behind you. Turn a corner and look behind you.
Why? I just feel how many people are coming, man.
No, not how many people. One person.
It's
But it's a
Isaiah,
shit
I
show.
know. He's fucking running after me. I'm dashing past it. I'm going crazy. Actually, as soon as I turn the corner, I'm gonna try to like jump in a locker or hide somewhere, just like plain in sight. Like maybe jump in a dude's backpack or jump on top of the locker, shit like that. To hide
Roll
from
for
him.
it. And with, no.
Heads.
Call. I gave you advantage on this.
Oh. Tails. What? Are you fucking kidding?
It didn't roll on my screen.
Oh, yeah, no, it must not have. Heads. Oh.
Okay, hold on. I have to leave. This thing's frozen.
Oh, yeah, must be.
Roll it again while I recon.
Heads. Heads. Tails. Oh, so no, I figured
You got it right. You got it right. You called heads, didn't you?
No, I called tails. Want to know the funny thing? I think I figured it out. It's listening to my microphone, and it's going to roll the opposite of what I say. I'm telling you. Look. Heads.
Well, this is the first one I've watched you flip, so I'll give it to you.
Okay, no. I need to. Have you watched Ajin?
No.
Well, you won't get this, but those of you who have watched Ajin, this fucking coin flipper is like the shadow thing of the main character.
As this was the first one I was actually able to see, sorry, with that shitty phone life. You know how it is.
Yeah, so this counts as
I assume all of them were what you called it. You were just trying to pull my leg, but
yeah.
yeah. Because I honestly just want to say this as well. You dive into the locker. Like you dive into a happily open locker to the confusing moment of one of the second years as Aizawa. You just witness Aizawa running on people's heads. This man lost sight of you, but he was running on people's heads because this crowd suddenly got really jam packed. So like the bell just rang, right? So he's like full on sprinting on people's heads, like jumping around, trying to find you again. What do you do?
So you said there was a second year in front of the locker?
Yep.
I say, hey kid, what's your quirk? Through the locker.
I can turn things I touch invisible.
Good. Peek your fingers through here and touch me real quick. Real good as well.
He does so.
I'm gonna open the locker and start sneaking towards the principal's office.
He ran towards the principal's office.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's the trick. You were trying to go to the cafeteria, so you would have turned the other way because you were trying to hide.
I'm gonna go to the. Actually, I'm going to the cafeteria. Yeah.
Here. You lost Aizawa, luckily. Roll 3 times to see how quickly he can find you. Tails. Oh no. Heads. Oh no. Tails. Okay. Luckily, he doesn't find you unless you eat a bit. But
Can I roll to hide?
It's not what comes in.
Can I roll to
Comes
hide
in
again?
with his scarf just like spinning. Like,
Okay, can I quickly, like, as I hear him walking down the hall, can I flip it to hide?
Sure. Call it.
Tails.
Where do you hide?
I just fucking up. I just jump upwards as high as I can. Whew.
Do you see? You look up and you see a pink dot in the ceiling. Do you
I
press? Do you go for it?
I punch it. I don't poke it. I fucking punch it.
Roll,
What?
roll.
Tails?
Oh no! You punch it. That part of the ceiling collapses.
Whoa!
Too much info.
I'm just buried. Anything better than fun.
You're not
Anything
buried.
better than
The
fun.
things crumble right around you, but your father instantly sees you, and instantly he wraps his scarf around you, going,
No.
"Oh, what do we have here? Have you figured what your quirk is yet?" His father laughs easily.
I think so.
You're just bawling, and then it's like
I have to tell him, but I'm like bawling.
he looks at Lunch Rush, always been working at Ely. He's like, "You saw nothing," and Lunch Rush just nod quickly, like looked away.
My scream is quieter the farther down the hall I go.
Yeah, no, like I need to say this. If you would have looked behind you, as you would have turned the corner, I would have had to say like right as you turn the corner, you look right behind you, and the scarf is right where your neck was, like a moment ago.
Thank God I just
You
kept
were,
running.
yeah. No, if you would have looked behind you, you would have been caught.
Dude,
So
the
your
fucking
dad
locker
is
guy was awesome.
both angry yet both pleased at the fact that you're able to lose him.
You don't hear this, but I'm fucking like fidgeting with my foot right now to make sure I don't go out of place. I'm just going to start telling him while bawling. I think my quirk has some sort of way of crumbling things. When I look at something and I see a dot, when I hit that dot, it breaks. Like
You
Nessus
see your father's dot on his forehead.
My character headbutts it.
Bah!
Bah!
Aizawa, thinking that's exactly what you're going for. Oh, hold on.
Tails.
Call it.
Oh, I kill us both.
Aizawa, seeing what you're trying to go for, pulls his back and you headbutt his nose. Breaking his nose, sure, but you missed the dot. You fucked up.
I'm gonna scooch my fucking head from his nose upward. I think I just need to touch it, not hit it hard. So I'm gonna touch this damn thing. Heads. Are you fucking kidding me?
You touch it, but he cancels your quirk. You don't know the exact location anymore, so you touch where you assumed it was, but as he changed his like stance a little bit in order to activate his quirk, that spot moved. So you don't know where it is anymore. Weak points moved, my friend.
My character starts crying harder.
Like, I'm gonna die.
Probably.
Aizawa was thoroughly angry, but also, as I said before, equally impressed because you were able to use your ingenuity and your own speed and size to your advantage to avoid him for so long. Like, you lasted 30 minutes against Aizawa.
True.
Third years eat your heart out.
Basically.
So, he's not going to punish you much. But punishing you he does, and basically now he's just, because he saw what you were able to actually accomplish, instead of book training, he's now making you run cross country.
Oh,
Yeah. He's getting a speed type hero to like kind of watch you because he can. Because it's Aizawa, who doesn't owe him a favor.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he's just watching you and doing your progress, and you realize something about your character right away.
Hmm.
Do you want to know what that is?
What?
He hates bugs.
Oh.
He despises them. He'd rather get hit in the head with a book than be bitten by a bug.
Dude, every time I see a bug, I just do the dot thing.
Like, doot, doot, doot. It's not even like a thing of like you're fearful of them. You just hate them for some reason.
I want
It's
them
like
deleted.
say again?
I want them deleted.
Pretty much, you just hate all bugs.
Finally, I can have a reason to have arachnophobia.
No, you're fine with arachnids, just flying bugs.
Oh, so like bees and shit.
Yeah. I have to have your character have some fucking weird weakness.
Why not? He's super horny all the time.
That's Mineta.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Unlike in the one that we had to scrap, you're not replacing him.
I mean,
This one is actually going to be a full class, including Midoriya.
oh wait, he's here too. Oh,
Yeah, good luck with that.
time to be outshined.
No, you probably won't be.
He has fucking all for one or one for
One
all.
for all, yeah, but if he can't hit you, what is he going to do?
You're right.
And what if you just flick his spot, which I'm going to say is, what would, I'll bring that up later.
Mm-hmm.
Um, actually, there's an interesting part about Midoriya that I'm going to cover later, and you're going to find it fucking funny.
Hmm.
Um, so carrying on, you're doing cross country running and a whole bunch of other training things that as I was just putting you through. Basically, you have the body that Deku is supposed to have at 9.
Oh.
Yeah, and you've learned to keep that maintained or improved upon, because like you have nothing better to do. But because of all the time you spend in UA, you've become actually close friend with a bunch of the other students because surprisingly, you're actually really easy to talk to.
Yeah, my character's kind of
Especially when you're in when there's actual classes in Aizawa's class,
yeah, because I
which has
understand
only
their
happened.
pain.
Which has only happened twice so far of the of like in the total of the 6 years that he's going to be supposed to be teaching there before the starts of the actual story. That's only happened twice.
Oh lord.
He's just failed everyone. um. So yeah. uh, you basically go around making friends with a bunch of people. You are actually know the big three and their class because they're one of the people. They're one of the classes that Aizawa passed through his class.
Mm.
So you're close friends with all those guys because they're like, oh hey Chrono.
Chrono. Hey
Hey
Dex, how are
bro,
you?
you're nothing but a Chromo man.
Chromo.
um, yeah. So basically, most of the student body knows who you are because your favorite game to play with your father is I'm gonna run away and you have to try to catch me. It's a game that he doesn't enjoy, but you enjoy it much. It's basically made your Aizawa a better teacher and father in the long run because he's actually like paying attention to you now.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow. At this point, I'm just so good at running that I'll just take like 5 minutes out of the run to just talk to fucking Minoro. I forgot what his name was. Jesus,
Mario.
Mario, and just talk to him about his quirk and say things that he could end up doing.
Yeah. Um, but you can spend too much time because at most you might you can only do that when you stumble around him, like when you pass through a blind corner that Aizawa cannot like tell which way you went.
Yeah.
Like that's your only chance to do that because as you gotten faster, Aizawa realized I have to try to keep up with my kid. Oh no, what have I done?
Yeah.
So all the training he does puts his class through, he goes through even more hell training, which inspires his classes to do even harder.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So
So
it's
I'm
going to
the
be a
reason that
different.
I thought I was gonna survive everything.
Yeah, except for Midoriya because he's Midoriya.
True.
Yeah. Time for me to go in depth in your quirk because your father and you would have like tried to train over it through it with that. The weak points that you can see,
Hmm.
you're the only one who can interact with them.
Hmm. I'm the only
Yeah,
one.
you're the only one.
Oh.
Which is why it's separate from your quirk. It's like you can see them, but in reality, you're generating them. You're
Oh.
generating a you're generating a point where it's just instant collapse. The condition is for you to apply appropriate force.
Hmm. Okay.
And sometimes, whenever you're not paying attention, or like whenever you're focusing on running, sometimes occasionally blue dots will appear on some of the passerbys, but you don't know what this means.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So you be fast. You be really fast. And yeah. Slowly time and time goes by, and here's the choice that your father is thinking. Like he hears, you hear him talk to like the other teachers in the teacher lounge because you basically hound him like a dog because you're told to. Um, uh, do I give him a recommendation letter or all the teachers in the teachers lounge? Yes. Or
Uh.
then he ignored them. He's like, or should I put him through the training and just show up all the other students? They think for a moment
Yes.
and said,
I say yes.
all of them look at you like you're nuts and say, no, don't do that. Don't ruin
Yes.
their hope.
My smile just grows. Yes.
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 Yeah, character arc, because of your father's constant influence, you went from army boy to sadist.
Yeah. Yes.
Um,
Recommendation
uh,
letter? Everyone but me.
no,
Yes. Me?
literally
Yeah.
upon hearing his Alex was like, yeah, you're right. You should go. Every single one of the teachers in his student in the teacher lounge just like start like writing up rushed recommendation letters and just throwing them at us. He's like, no, you're not doing that. No, 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 no.
uh, am I allowed to decline or am I allowed to
No, you are
decline?
not.
Technically, you are.
It's up to your parents' discretion, but with
Guys,
every single teacher in UA being like, no.
come on, no. Fine, whatever. I'll do
Um,
the test.
but your father puts you through a special training course. He makes you basically go against three 0 point robots at a time.
My character looks at him and say, you've trained me for my whole life, and you think this is gonna be a challenge?
Look at the robots.
I know what a zero pointer is.
No, no, look at the robots.
I do.
When you look at the robots, you realize that every single individual joint is separated,
Hmm.
like magnetically, meaning each and every individual point has a different weak point.
My character gets a really big smile because he gets to ruin the engineer's plan.
Like Aizawa, Aizawa purposely built this so it's more difficult, and some of them, uh, some of the weak points are locked underneath metal parts.
Ooh, how would he
Like
know where they were? Because I generate them, don't I?
uh, after a while, it's more obvious to be able to tell where they might appear on mechanical things, but it's not always perfect.
Hmm.
Like sometimes they can appear on the outside, which will open up access to another one.
Okay, well,
Basically, these generate in order for weak points. But the main weak points, the darker the red they are, the more detrimental they are.
okay. Well,
So
I'm gonna draw my the 11-inch knife I have on a scout carry behind my back and smile. This is part of my character. since he
Yeah.
doesn't actually have any at the moment. Doesn't have any strength boosts. He needed another weapon.
So the best way I can describe your character is because unlike Izawa, he doesn't have like a definite quirk to like a shut off quirk. You probably have practiced many different martial weapons, including uh bow staffs, padded darts,
Mm.
like
Yeah.
different non-lethal yet lethal weapons that you
Mm.
could use to like hit these points.
Yeah, I have like 6 throwing knives wrapped around a belt on my waist.
Yeah, but of course these throwing knives aren't actually sharp; they're
Yeah,
dull because they're supposed to be blunt impact, not sharp.
yeah. And with my tungsten carbide blade, which, depending on how or the size of it, would be decently expensive, but might have been a birthday gift from father. Um,
Yeah, that was definitely his birthday gift for you because he saw you drooling over that knife for 2 years.
yeah. My
Happy
character's
30th birthday, father!
Yay! My character looks back towards like all the people that have come here that are already in the school to watch his exam, and I'm just like, yeah.
No, all the teachers show up.
How about
All
the
of them.
how about the students? How many students?
Um, like the big three show up, but the rest
Yeah,
have to stay in their classes because yeah, it's not technically no, they're not in class yet because it's technically break.
yeah.
But the big three do show up because they are the closest to you of all of them.
My character smiles as I give them all a wink, and I look forward as I get more serious. How close are they?
Um, the robots are separated in like by 5 blocks each, and they will not activate until they notice you moving. And as always says this. So your best option is to try to get caught up to one beforehand before they notice you.
Okay, so I'm assuming if I'm able to hit one of them in the head points, they're down for good because that's where all the hardware can
Yeah,
be.
their head is like right in the eye sensor. There's no way they can get rid of that, but like that's like blindingly red for you.
Okay. My character's going to get really low to the ground and move left, and I'm going to try to get to the side of the very left for me robot.
Don't forget these are all furnished buildings with roof accesses.
That's what I'm going to be doing, yeah.
Yeah.
I just very nimbly jump from like the ground onto or like and then I grab the first bar of the first fire escape like level and then I pull jackknifing and launch myself up to the second one and basically get onto that one and start climbing the stairs after I've done my little parkour stunt.
As you do that, and as soon as Aizawa thinks you're earshot, he instantly gets a worried look on his face and is like, "Are you sure you can handle this?" Everyone present, without exception, goes,
Yes.
"Yes." And he just looks at them like, "Really? You think?"
So once I'm on the building of the closest to the very left one, I'm just going to grab one of my throwing knives and I'm going to study it to see if I can find its weak point. The head of the weak point of the head, I mean.
The one problem with these 3 pointers, they're like those ones designed in the first exam,
You
meaning
mean 0 pointers?
they are over 40 feet tall.
Mm. So he said they would only move if their scanners noticed me, right? Using
Yeah.
movement. I'm gonna run and jump up behind and onto its arm, so like I'm on the opposite side, as far from the camera as I can get, and I'm gonna start climbing it.
Roll.
You mean flip? Okay, come on, come on. What do I see? What
Doesn't
do I
matter.
see? What do I see? Heads. Yes.
Alright. You're lucky because technically both of them are looking at the closest one that started to you because the engineers thought they would be tricky, but you somehow instinctively keep within like the crevices in the armor to
Yeah.
climb up the thing.
Once I get to the top, do I see any weak points?
There's a second glaring one that you see as you are like right at the neck area
Mm-hmm.
where it's like seems to be a bare computer chip that they forgot to armor.
I just stab it.
Um, okay. This is where things get weird. Um, the robot doesn't go down per se.
Mm-hmm. Oh, does it
It
lose
starts freaking
power?
out.
Oh. Hmm. Don't my weak points usually crumple things?
You crumpled the control chip.
Yeah, then it should just die, or at least fall over.
No.
It can still have power, but if the control chip is
Yeah, it's
gone,
not
it can't
power,
fully control.
but it's detecting all moving things now, and the robots are moving. But the control chip stopped it from attacking each other.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just have my entire. I have basically like a stand now. I'm just standing on the shoulder of this thing.
Yep. Actually, I suggest you get off, but
I'm gonna hold on. I want to be badass. I want them to see me being like a giant or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So the teachers are like looking incredulously as they see like the robot you just climbed up, just like suddenly like this camera just turns around and what are you doing?
Hmm? Oh, sorry.
Are we still recording?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was checking.
You good?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
Go into.
The teachers watch kind of weirded out that the robot that you just went into started moving randomly towards another robot, and then the engineers start freaking out. I need you to roll to see what they'll do for me, or flip.
Sorry, you get to decide. Let's see.
Tails. Oh no! The engineer's option into dealing with this is to basically have the other robot sneak up in quotation marks behind this other robot to try to like destroy its main computing thing in its brain.
Can I try to stop it? Because this is like my
You
boy
notice
now.
this. You completely notice this other robot.
Yeah, can I try to stop it? Because this robot's like my boy now.
Yeah, no, this robot is moving slower because it's not being like manually controlled. It's going through like the automated things, and its programming is still there. Like, do not destroy buildings, do not blah blah blah,
Yeah.
like peacekeeping things. But this one's like being controlled, so it has more freedom of movement, right? So this
Yeah.
thing like cruises up on you,
I'm gonna
and
kiss
you're
my
and
boy
it's staring
goodbye.
at you.
I'm gonna like hug my boy goodbye, and then I'm gonna jump at it and say, "Well, this is gonna be fun."
Pause. Before as you say that, uh, throw your throwing knife into the main eye. By the way,
Yep, I
I'm
did.
guessing that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
What?
Heads. I stab
I'll
it.
give you advantage because it's kind of hard to miss that.
Tails. No, I hate this. I need to just stick with one thing. I'm gonna stick with heads. From now on, that wasn't counting.
Alright, well, uh, I'll give you this. You knock out the camera that they're, like, watching you through,
Mm.
like the engineers, as you say, well, this is gonna be fun, and you throw your knife, and it almost looks like you purposely attacked the camera that was watching you.
Yeah, it
And, like,
was.
the engineers and, Bezu, because he was interested to see what they were doing, go, uh-oh.
They can't see how they're gonna control it then, right? So they're just kind
They
of.
cannot see how to control it, so they release it to attack your other to attack the robot and the boy. The robot swings at you, like it punches up into the air, seeing you, because
Can I
that's what
put?
they did. Like when they saw you flying towards it.
Can I look for a weak point in the air?
Not yet.
I punched the air. I'm kidding. That was for nothing. Oh wow! I finally
No.
got heads.
Okay. Claim it because if you kick down,
Yeah.
like look down at the fist that's coming towards you.
Oh, that's what I was going to do next. I was just thinking you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
keep that roll. Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Well,
gonna punch the robot's arm, and the weak point I'm trying to generate is to crumple it like a soda can crumple. How much power
what I'm
does
going to
that
give to you?
take?
Do you look down at the
Arm.
fist coming towards you?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
There's three of them right on the point that's within range. One at the middle joint, like where the knuckle would be on a normal human being.
Mm-hmm.
One would be in the mid joint, like the main joint, and the other one would be right in between, like two of the fingers. Which one do you go for?
I'm gonna go for the one in the direct center of it. That seems like it has
Yeah.
the most resistance, but at the same time, it seems like it's the center of everything. So.
Yeah. Roll.
Heads.
Call it.
Mm.
Okay. You do calculations in your head, and you discover that you have no chance of hitting that one whatsoever.
I wonder what would happen if I rolled. This bot likes me then. Stupid coin flip. You can tell him. Tails is gonna be known as Tails slash FU.
Fuck.
Heads is slash awesome. That's almost right? Yeah.
No.
You don't see something. You don't see anything. Yeah. Tails, fuck you. Awesome. Damn it, fuck you.
Okay, so you get heads right
Damn
now.
it, fuck you.
Oh no, you get punched because you were unable to hit any of the points.
Oh, look at that, heads. Never mind. Dude, it really wants to say fuck you to me. There,
Yeah, you should just start calling it again, man.
what?
I'll give you one last chance to like not get punched out of the sky, but I'll give you one last chance. Call it.
Tails, fuck you.
Perfect. The last joint that you thought would have worked, the one that was right up at the knuckle, you kind of instinctively like kick it because you don't have enough time to like pull out a weapon. You kick it, and the hand just opens.
I'm just gonna land in the palm as I look towards the beast and say, almost, buddy. Can I just stab in the center of the palm?
There's no weak point there, but now like the hand momentum continued. So right now you're sailing right past its main observation scanner unit.
I throw a knife. One of them. I'm at like 4 knives left now.
Yep.
After I throw this one, yeah.
Yeah.
So
roll.
Yep.
Call it.
Heads. Of course it's fuck you. It's always fuck you. Dude, I'm honestly calling hacks. Look.
Try again.
Tails, fuck you. Okay, I see
you. You miss, but because this robot has been doing so much random bullshit, and your character, honestly, you hit a smaller weak point that you didn't notice.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's a different one. It goes right beside the lens, but it seems to like pop out the lens, and the robot shuts down for because a safety switch has been hit.
I look towards the camera, and I'm just like, did you intend for that to happen?
They're like, how the hell did you hit that? That's a microscopic switch.
How's my robot doing? My bud, the one that I basically tamed.
Roll 3 flips.
Alright. I just want to turn over to see a Titan fight. Heads.
Oh, heads. Oh, okay. First, no.
Tails.
Oh.
Tails. Oh, wow. I see you, fucker.
You turn around to see, the final clash of each of the robots coming together. Your robot, in its final moments of struggle, because it is weakened by its lack of human control, is only able to take down one arm of the other one. And right as it does that, the other robot smashes down on its head of its already crumbling body.
You did good, and I just salute the falling robot.
Like, you just slide down the robot as it's starting to fall down?
Basically.
Do you pull back your knife that fell to the ground in front of you so you have 5 again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you grab that, then you start making your way to the other one.
Alright, I just look back towards the group of people. So this is the last one, right? As I'm just about to jump onto its leg.
They cannot hear you, but they can tell you did some snarky remark, and Muriel's laughing.
I jump up as I'm just gonna try to climb up its leg using my knife in my hands to skitter my way up.
Okay, roll to see if you get lucky.
Tails, fuck you.
Yeah. So, the leg you decided to climb up on was slightly damaged, and you didn't scan it again. So, as you started getting halfway up it, you stabbed your knife through metal plating. which was somehow brittle. And you hit a main artery hose, which, like, artery hose as in it's the main oil, like,
Mm-hmm.
cooling system. And that, that limb hooks up.
Ooh, as I'm just rocketing up, I'm gonna jump off right next to his shoulder.
Yeah. So this robot is now unable to move its one leg, and its one arm is gone. So
I'm
you
gonna,
were climbing up it, and roll for me.
yeah, like at,
Heads. Uh, the the mechanics think it would be a good idea to try to punch at you to get you off the robot. So they swing and try to hit you, and you climb faster than they realize you could, and they end up punching their own robot in the stomach, causing it to crash backwards into a building,
as I
giving you more
say,
momentum to climb up the robot.
yeah, as I just like get to its shoulder, I'm gonna look into the camera of the people like in the lab are looking through. I'm gonna say if they can hear me.
They can hear you.
You almost did it. You were really close. Better luck next time. And I'm just gonna stab right in the middle of the legs.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll. This is something that's the robot's unable to resist you doing it. I'm just gonna roll to see how you finish, like if it's cool enough for you to call it.
Heads. Oh!
You stab your knife into it, and from far away, the connection instantly drops. So they all just turn their head to look at the robot, and it just seems like the robot's head just crumples slowly in on itself into the tip, to the point where it's just the tip of your blade, and then it just seemingly just ceases to exist.
My character smiles and says, "Haven't been able to do that yet. I'm gonna just."
Now roll to see if you eat shit.
Oh, I was just gonna say I jump off and then start sliding down one of the leftover legs. Oh fuck! I didn't say. Heads.
You don't eat shit, but the robot instantly starts crumbling down. So you jump to the next building and stab into the side of it with your knives.
Yeah, and I just start sliding down as I jump off.
Congratulations. You have officially passed the super entrance exam.
That was way funner than the original. I'm gonna walk over to Aizawa in the group and say, "Phew!" Wipe some non-existent sweat from my forehead. That was difficult. You guys did really
No,
good.
you were sweating. You were sweating
Okay,
because of that first robot you took down.
True, yeah, true.
You were scared shitless because you almost got wrecked.
True. Yeah, okay, fine. I wiped the actual sweat from my forehead, as I say. That was close. Just with a shit-eating grin on my face.
Aizawa is back to being like you did okay. Even though he's actually proud of you, because your father is a tsundere.
Yay.
And everyone's just excited, except for the other teachers who thought you were going to die. Like, they didn't actually think you were going to die, but they thought you were going to die.
Yeah, I understand.
Because, like, they believed in you, but, like, there's no way he's going to be all of them.
I'm just going to say, didn't you guys have faith in me or anything? Come on, that was a piece of cake.
Like, half of them, like, instantly shake their head, the other just like, remain still, like, we don't want to give this kid a confidence boost.
I'm like worse than Bakugo with my fucking ego.
You don't have an ego though, because the moment you start showing an ego, guess what Isaiah does? Book. But yeah, roll the dodge. Call it.
Tails, fuck you. Oh, of course.
And you get beamed in the head with a book.
I'm just like, I had just killed 3 giant ass robots, and you hit me in the head with a book. How is this fucking possible?
And he just looks at you dead in the eyes and says, well, yeah, the true villain always hides in the shadows while you're wasting your energy.
Why are you so right?
So as always says, 80 points.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's the point total I'm going to give you, like, because everyone needs a
Okay,
point
yeah.
total. Because technically, you did do an exam.
Yeah, I am 10 above Bakugo. Okay.
You were 8 above Bakugo.
I thought he had a 70 total.
You had a 72 total.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of the special exam. How long have we been recording?
109.
Want to keep going?
I don't mind it. This is fun.
Um, so you it week passes and the normal exams are going on, and you being the snarky asshole that you are, you decide to sit in a building and just watch the other examinees just do their exam in the main testing area, the one that Bakugo doesn't go to.
Okay, yeah.
Uh, so if you want to do anything here, like you can't interfere with the exam, of course, but
Yeah.
if you want to like joke around a little, just go ahead.
I'm gonna be watching until someone gets directly under my like window, and then I'm gonna drop them a dull knife. If they catch it.
um.
No,
I'm
no. I
going
just
to say
imagine. I just imagine fucking or I just imagine like Kirishima or Deku just walking past a building trying to look for robots, and then suddenly they just see a knife just fall from the sky and hit into the fucking concrete. Like, what the hell just
oh yeah,
happened?
this is the
It
first
must
time
be
you see Midoriya.
Excalibur. Huh?
Midoriya is running around like he got his head cut off, and when you look at him, every part of his body is just bright red.
Oh my god, that poor boy. I must train him, and then I just fucking throw him a knife.
No, it's because his quirk is not regulated at all, and it's not his own. He
Yeah.
he's bright red because no matter where you hit him, he's not really used to getting hit, so you can't physically look at Midoriya.
I just look away as I
Because
throw a knife so he can fucking have something.
roll to miss.
Oh, am I just too good at this point? I'm gonna say, fuck you. Yay, I miss!
No, you hit. Your goal was
What?
to miss him.
Yeah, I
He's
know!
too bright. He's too bright, so you thought
No.
he was ahead of where he should have been.
Oh.
Your goal was to give him the knife, not hit him with the knife.
Well, whatever, he'll have it anyway. I'm not going for a kill shot, so he won't be knocked out from it, I don't think.
No, he'll like blank out for like 3 seconds.
No, while he's blanked out, I yell, "Dumb kid, get up and grab the knife!" Does he freak out?
Decker will remember that. Not. He leaves the knife as it is, thinking that he just imagined blacking out, and then you see the 0 pointer that you fought appear, and
Not that I thought because
you
what was
see him
that for?
start to run, and the thoughts that go through your head are as follows. Say them.
He really will. I gave him a knife and everything. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start.
Then, no, hold on. Then you hear a scream. It sounded like a little girl. Well, not a little girl, but like a girl, regardless. Weak compared to everything else. And then you look back at Dagger and you see he turned around within it.
Yeah, that's what he gets. Not grabbing my fucking knife. Yeah, we know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You look at Deku and he turned around in an instant, and you're shocked. Not because he turned around, no. You're shocked because no weak points are visible in his body anymore. None obvious to you right now, anyway. As he circulates his seemingly power, his quirk, and he jumps. The moment he jumps, though, the limbs that seem to be obviously broken become even brighter red than before.
Okay, so I'm going to, like, while he's doing his robot destroying, I'm gonna throw a few knives at the rubble on top of Uraraka so she's not stuck anymore. And that could be, like, that could be why she's suddenly on top of a tank when he starts to fall.
Yeah, no, it's just perfectly fucking fine. Uraraka just, like, looks up, she hears a dull pang, and then the fucking, rubble just, like, disappears off her, like, they disappear. Including your knives, because, you threw your knives in such a way that the weak points on the knives would have been hit.
As she's like looking around, I say, "Catch him, damn it!" And then I hide back in the shadows.
No, you just say catch him damage from the shadows. You're like, huh? Oh. So the events happen, and you have to admit, more spectacularly than you did, the robot is crushed.
I don't know. I literally turned ones
You
in.
took down 3 of them, though.
Yeah,
You
I
took
took
down
down
3 of
three
them.
of them, but one of them I turned inside out so hard that he disappeared.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
sure
the
that's
difference
cool.
between him and that though. But yeah. With that, the thing comes to an end, and you suddenly feel a presence behind you.
I turn around and say, "Hey, Dad."
He punches you.
Can I roll to like grab it or dodge?
You have to roll twice because, yeah.
Balls
Call
to
it.
you. Yeah.
Okay, one more time.
Heads.
Call it. Oh, you dodge out of the way, but it seemed like he wasn't actually serious about hitting you. But he just looks kind of like annoyed, like I told you not to interfere.
Okay. Would you rather me sit there and let them die? Because that robot would have crushed them faster than toothpaste out of a bottle.
He points at the bottom of the robot's feet and like just say that the robot's basically hollow on the inside.
You think I could tell that from up here?
No, but you think we would have put like combat ready robots like we put against you against these kids? Are
Well,
you
I don't
nuts?
know what some of their pasts are.
You saw that idiot kid, he points at a fucking Minetta. Like, you saw him, right? He's in this. Do you think we'd put him against that?
I look away from the fucking blinding bright red white right light. Sorry, I couldn't look at him. It hurts. Like worse than Deku.
No, it's not that blinding red light. After you get used to someone, though, like, so long as you acknowledge the fact that their whole body's a weak point, it'll just, like, dull down,
Oh,
like, to just a faint red glow.
okay, I can see your point.
But, like, now that you know that's an actual person and not, like, a walking tumor, you're like, oh, no, I didn't notice him, but now I do.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I thought he had some sort of luck quirk that, for a short time, he would give everyone else luck but take away his own. That would be why he's so vulnerable. But no, he's just a walking tumor.
Someone kind of cracks a grin at this and like, yeah, enjoy dealing with that. He's getting in our class.
My character just jaw dropped. I'm like, really? Our class? You know the one that I've been training for
He
my
got 50
entire
points.
life? Oh, okay, that's pretty impressive.
No, your response was not how.
Yeah. It technically was, but I didn't want to look like an asshole in front of my dad, so I'm like, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Makes
I
sense.
guess if words don't lie. Yeah. So you basically follow your father stealthily out of there because who notices Aizawa?
True.
And that's the end of that day. You were basically like you look over the results and you see that the boy you saw got what was his point total in the end? 60?
60 exact, since he didn't destroy any robots.
Yeah. He got 60 and Mineta got 50 somehow. You thought your dad was lying. And yeah, a bunch of other shit. And is that all I want to cover right now?
What
Oh
about the
yeah,
religion test?
your character. Oh wait, no, the one where I was going to replace certain people with others did not appear. So yeah, everything's perfectly fine. Um, you are, but the difference between you and them is you have points of the leader on the scoreboard, but you also have a recommendation letter.
Yeah. Dude, that's gonna fuck with Todoroki and Momo.
That's gonna be like I got top score, but I didn't even have to take the exam. What did you do? Nothing.
Yeah.
No, like Aizawa just like says for you nothing. Don't worry about it. special privileges, not. So yeah, I think that's where we'll end it here, guys.
Oh, fine. If you.
Well, it's kind of the perfect place to stop because I have to start planning out the school stuff.
Alright, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like and comment down below. And if you want to see part 2, tell us as well. I'm Hex, this is JJ, and we're out.